Howdy, y'all. I haven't posted a video in a while. And I actually have a new cell phone. I have a Google Pixel 8 Pro. So, like, I gotta look at the camera. It's over here. And I wanna look, like, right here. I don't know. Anyway, I'll do my best. Forgive me, please. Oh my god, it is January 31st, 2024. And, wow. So, 2023 is done. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. So I haven't posted in a while. I think I've already said that. But yeah, I can't believe how my life has changed in a year. I apologize if it's kind of like shaky here. Let's see what I can do about that. I'm trying to use my new phone. Hold on. Okay. I'll put two hands here and maybe it won't be so shaky. Wait. Okay. Now you're like down. I know I should quit being lazy and like get out my selfie stick and the whole shit bang caboodle, but you know, I don't have a lot of time. I have no time for shit. I don't feel like I have time for myself half the time. So man, like a lot of stuff has changed in my life in the past year, and it's unreal. Cause like there was a point. So at the beginning, let's see, beginning of 2023, I had the same job that I had for like 6 years. Six and a, I ended up having it for 6.5, but anyway, I'll get to that. And I was dating a guy, wasn't nothing serious, and he ended up breaking up with me. Like he ended things, and and that was fine. It's no big deal, right? I actually had gotten to the point to where I figured I was just going to be be alone or be by myself. Like I really wasn't looking for anything serious. And cuz like I started grad school last year and now I'm halfway through it. Like oh my god, I've already finished like 6 classes. I only have 6 more to go. Like I'm in like my 7th class. Isn't that so wild though? I mean, it's crazy. And let's see. Okay, so me and that guy, like, we went our separate ways. And it's cool and all. And I really, I really didn't care about dating or anything. Like, I was just at work and I was bored. But this guy messaged me, and so we started talking. Like, I wasn't sure about him because he was out of my comfort zone. Like, oh my god, this guy is out of my comfort zone. And we're actually together. We've been together for almost a year. In March, it'll be like a year. I can't believe it. And I'm not ready. I go like, oh. So I'm not actually planning on breaking up with him. Like we've made it almost a year. Normally, after about 3 to 6 months, I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of this guy. But the one I'm with, he's actually good. I can't believe it. Like I've never actually been with somebody who gives a shit about me and takes an interest in me. And like I said, like he's out of my comfort zone. So it's kind of weird sometimes. And then he comes with a little boy and a little 9-year-old that I'm having to take a parent role, and that's different. I never thought in a million years that I would be that I would have to like step into the mom role and uh like figure that out. But it's been cool. Like I don't mind it. I enjoy it. Yeah, I like it's cool like if I could teach him to grow up and be an awesome adult. Like that's I mean that's pretty cool. And my hat goes off to parents, especially like really truly single parents, because I know that's rough. And so, oh, and then they come with two cute little wiener dogs, and one of them's a little girl named Shadow, and I'm having to teach her some better habits. She got some bad habits. That's okay. My dog has some bad habits that I got to break. No, he's actually not too bad. Well, he barks. People don't like when he barks. I'm just like, dude, there's nothing I can do about it. My dog barks, okay? He's not a little bitty dog, and he has a very loud hound like bark. But anyway, and then like the biggest change for me. Well, okay, so relationship with a little boy with a kid, like that's kind of a big thing. Especially, well, actually, just the fact that it's a healthy relationship is a big thing for me because I'm not used to those. And I'm now up to two friends. Yep, I know, I know. I'm moving up in the world. I have two friends. Aside from my boyfriend, like my boyfriend and I were like best buddies. We're best friends, and that's new. That's a new thing for me. Like it's something I've always wanted, but I've never found that. So that's pretty cool. And I think the biggest kicker for me, well, like I kind of figured I would be leaving my job, but and I guess maybe instinctually I kind of figured it might come down to this at some point over the years. But apparently I pissed off the wrong executive and they got rid of me because of my hair color. Not my political beliefs, not my religious beliefs, not my skin color, but my hair color. My hair was actually purple and green at the time. And yeah, they were like, you got to correct your hair. And I'm like, no. Because no one tells me what I can or cannot do with my hair. That is mine. My hair looks fabulous, I might add. Like, I just recently got it done like a week ago. And it's like, it's got some pink and yellowish orange and then some like really orange. And it looks fucking fabulous. So for me to strip my hair back down to natural color or whatever the fuck that means, like the color of the hair I was born with, yeah, go fuck you. Like, go fuck yourself. I like fabulously bright colors. I just love the color of my hair. So anybody that wants to tell me how to do my hair, you can kiss my white little ass. And yeah, I said that, white little ass. Even though my skin color's not really white, like nobody's skin color's really white. But anyway, that's a whole different topic that I'm not gonna discuss because I don't want to. You see all those colors on my wall back there? Yeah, that's who I am. Deal with it. I'm colorful. I like to be colorful. Yeah, have a colorful life. Anyway, anywho, Blue Bear. So yeah, I was released from my job because of my hair color, and that was actually a blessing. Um, that was a blessing. I mean, I miss some of the people that I encountered at my previous job, but like I'm better. I have a better job. I didn't know what the hell I was walking into when I got this job, and that's okay. um, I don't mean that really in a bad way. It's just it was shocking, but it's still good. It's all good. It's good. I like it. Um, but yeah, and then like January, like I finished my class in the beginning of December last year. So now like I'm on my seventh class in grad school. I started January 15th. So now I have to balance so the biggest thing about my job is I've had the same work schedule for 3 years and it wasn't a normal one. I actually had plenty of time to do homework. Um, Now I don't. Because when I'm at work, I actually work. Like, really work. And before, like, I actually had some downtime, especially on the weekends, where I could do homework. Now I have a normal Monday through Friday 8 to 5 job where I actually work. I actually do work. Just in case you didn't hear me the first time, or the second time, or third. So now it's like, okay. So I get off work and I come home. I feed my dog and love on him. And then I either do homework or I go see my boyfriend and our little monkey. And then I either stay there or I come back home and do homework. Well, like either I'll go see them and have dinner with them and then come back home. I don't know. Oh my god, it's frustrating because I have no time to do anything else. I barely have time to squeeze laundry in. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, my hat goes off to any person working full time and goes to school, goes to college, and has a kid or a life outside of those two things. Like, if you have any other responsibilities besides a full time job and school, and you do all of it, like, my hat is completely off to you because holy shit. Um, yeah. Holy shit. It's a lot of work. Like, I haven't even had time to game. I'm not a big gamer, but I do like to play. And I actually got a new headset. I got a new keyboard. Not that I really use gaming, or I use a keyboard for PC gaming because I don't, because that just sucks ass. But yeah, like, oh, and I got a new mouse too. But anyway, so like, see, like, my life has changed a lot in the past year, and not even just like the whole year, like just part of the year, like the closer to the end of the year, my life has changed, and I some people I've had people tell me like, oh, well, you don't deal well with change. I'm like, yeah, no, you're not entirely correct in saying that. I don't. I have a difficult time dealing with a lot of change in a short period of time, especially when it completely changes my life. I can handle one life altering change, but when I have a couple of different ones, then that's when I have a problem. And I went from one extreme to the other, and that's the biggest thing. Like, I went from one extreme in my life to the complete other. I went from a job that I was bored at, and I squeezed 40 hours in 4 days. So I had 3 days off, and then 2 of those 4 days that I worked, I didn't do much because it was the weekend, so there wasn't much to do. And so I had like a lot of time to get my homework. And then like I've went from men who don't really give a shit about me, don't care about what's going on in my life, and are all about themselves, to someone who actually gives a shit about me, who wants to know what's going on in my life, who cares, and who's very understanding, and especially to very understanding about the fact that I'm an independent woman and that I value my independence. And like we know that we have communication issues and we deal with those and work through those, and that's amazing. Like, I mean, I don't know what couple who don't have communication issues. Hell, people in general don't communicate effectively. But my point is like, yes, I am going through and still adjusting to a lot of change in my life, and it can trigger my anxiety. And I have, like, I actually last week, I believe it was. Yeah, it was last week. I had a moment where I just broke down and cried because I was exhausted and frustrated, and I've not been for a run in a while, like months. Actually, since the last time I actually ran was probably October. We did a 5K, and I hadn't even like. I need to edit the video and post a video from that. I have it, and I, and that's the thing. Like, I've not been able to. I've not taken the time to do my YouTube channel because it's like I have a couple videos. I have an art piece that I've not been able to complete because something's came up, and I got sick a couple weeks before Christmas. Actually, it was a week before Christmas. I got sick, and it's taken me a while to recover from that and get my energy back from that. And it's just been one thing after another. And I went from a life kind of by myself, and it was very slow paced to a very okay, not really slow paced. I went to a life that I was not busy, or that I was that busy, and to a job, to a life where I am busy, where I have a lot going on in my life, and that's rough. I'm so down at school. Blech. Lord have mercy. Ugh. And I got spoiled because I had like over a month off. I had like a month and a half. Hell, and even in that month and a half, I didn't really get to enjoy it because I was sick. I got sick shortly after that, and I started a job. So, God, my brain's been. I put my brain through hell. But hopefully, I'll get used to all this and I can get back to posting videos. My goal is to post one video per month. We'll see how that goes. Not making any promises. But yeah, like I've had a lot of change, and it's changed for the good. And it, things I've wanted, and I've made it. I've not had any complete meltdown, complete anxiety attacks, just one like little small breakdown cry session. But I encourage anybody that, whether you're in a relationship or you have a job or whatever the case is to set boundaries for yourself, to know what you're going to tolerate and what you're not. Because for me, I am not going to work for anybody who has an issue with the color of my hair, or who's going to restrict me to my color of my hair, or give me some pretty ridiculous restrictions to my appearance. Because if it doesn't affect my job, then like affect my ability to do my job, then why does it matter? As long as I look professional, and I'm not talking like old school, old fashioned professional. I mean, there's a new age professional. As long as I look professional and people don't have a problem with it, then as long as I'm not running people off, hurting your business. I mean, it's just one of those ridiculous things. Actually, I had somebody tell me that it was probably some middle aged white man. Or no, it wasn't middle aged. It was probably some boomer white man. I was like, probably was. And honestly, I probably pissed off the guy. Like, it was probably some boomer white man that I told him that he was going out the wrong door since he had badge access. And he probably didn't like the fact that a female with blue and green hair, not blue, purple and green hair, was telling him what to do. But everything happens for a reason. Like the universe, it provides for you. The universe will. Well, okay, universe, God, whatever. But I believe like what you put out into the universe, you'll get back. So if you put out negative vibes, then that's what you're gonna get back. If you put out positive vibes and you truly want something, you'll get it. Like I've wanted since in my early 20s, since I got my associate's degree, I've wanted my bachelor's, and I have it now. It's not to say that and I'm not saying that you can just sit here and say that you can sit here and wish for it, because you have to do the work. And it's just, I wanted it, and I found myself in a financial situation to where I could do it. And like got to a place in my life where I'm like, okay, I can do this and not put a financial strain on myself. And so I did it. I figured out what degree I wanted, what field I wanted to go into. I did my research, and I found out the school that I wanted to, apply for financial aid, and then COVID came along shortly after I started, and then they started giving money because of like COVID stuff. And and that's a positive from the pandemic. And I mean, where there's bad situations, there's always positives to be taken out of it. And that's kind of how I try to look at things. I can't stand being around negative people. I really can't, because I'm like, if you are that unhappy, change it. If you're unhappy with your situation or your life, then change it. And if you can't change it, then change your perspective. find the positive in your situation, because tough situations will make you stronger if you allow it. I've been through some negative situation, not negative. Bleh. I've been through some really bad situations and some really hard, challenging situations in my life, and I've gotten through them. And the one that I always come back to pretty much is I survived my marriage. I can survive anything. And I believe that. Like, I survived the shit that I was put through and that I shouldn't have been put through by somebody who claimed that they loved me. Um, but I survived it. I got out of it. And that's the biggest thing. It's not just that I survived it, but I actually made the decision to get out of it. No matter how afraid I was, I I found a way out. And because of that, like, I learned about other things that I didn't know came to light. So I encourage anyone to either change their life, change their situation, or change their perspective. And I'm gonna wrap this up because I got homework to do. Go me! So as always, be bold, be brave. And what the fuck is the rest of that goddamn saying? Oh, I know. Be bold, be brave, be uncaged and free.